What's up, survivors? Welcome back, guys. Okay, so I got a quick Final Fantasy XIV update video for you guys. I'm a little bit behind on this. I actually wanted to get this out like 2 days ago or whenever they dropped it. But I had so much going on with real life and work and stuff like that that I was too tired. I didn't care. But anyways, guys, so there are 2 big events coming up soon. So we have the Rising Anniversary event and the Moogle Treasure Trove event, 10-year anniversary versions of them, where they're going to be giving us more stuff, more unique things, and things that we won't be able to get in the game probably ever. Even through the cash shop, because I'm pretty sure the 10-year anniversary stuff will not be in the cash shop, because sometimes they'll put a few things in there for the anniversary events, but sometimes they won't. So I know there's a few items that you can get in the cash shop from previous anniversary events, and there are some things that have never came back around again. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about the Rising event. So the Rising event has always been a tried and true tradition since pretty much the first year of 2.0. So this is our 10th year anniversary event. It will start on August 27th at 12 a.m. PDT, and it will run all the way until patch 6.5, which is early to mid October, sometime around that. So we were going to have, I don't know, 5-6 weeks for this event roughly. So plenty of time to get it done. And it should only take about 10-15 minutes to do on average. It is always a big popular event, mainly because Yoshi and some of the developing team will always be in the game in their character avatar forms, at least in the Yoshi form. This guy up here, he doesn't use his in-game Lala form. At least I don't think I've ever seen him use it during the Rising event, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it will be taking place in Ul'dah, near the teleportation crystal. It should be close to where you start. You'll see this chick right here. She'll be hanging out. This is usually the tried and true NPC that you start it with most of the time. But the big thing is we are getting a mount, a free mount for this event, one that is not in the game right now. This is the Rising Phoenix whistle. So we are getting the Rising Phoenix mount for the anniversary. So yes, get it now while it's free, because if and when they decide to put this in the cash shop, you're probably going to be paying about between 20 to 35 bucks for it. So get on. If you have to subscribe at the bare minimum, it is still cheaper than waiting until this mounts in the cash shop. Because I know people out there that do that. They'll be like, I'll just wait for it to go in the cash shop. I'm not going to resubscribe. Resubscribe. Pay that 10 bucks if you're a legacy person like me or my wife. Pay that 12-13 bucks if you're not a legacy person. Whatever it is still cheaper than waiting for this to be in the cash shop. Just log in and do the event. So because this mount, once it does go in, if it goes into the cash shop, I guarantee it won't be cheaper than a subscription. So if you haven't subscribed and you've been debating about it, I would definitely do it. Even if you just come in at the base bare minimum to get on your main character, or spend the extra $2, $3 to do a full subscription so you can get this on all your characters, make sure you do it. All right. We're also getting music and a poster board. These things will eventually be in the cash shop as well. So again, get them now while they're free, because once they're in the cash shop, if and when they do eventually end up in there, yeah, I say free to some extent, because obviously you need to be subscribed, because usually the free login events don't line up with the actual in-game events. That way people aren't getting this kind of stuff for free very often. Some events will do that. If you're playing on the free trial, obviously there's some, there's room in there as well too. But yeah, so make sure you guys get on. Meet Yoshi and the team, because they usually will always have a message for us and a big thank you for us. As always, every year, it is a direct and indirect message from Yoshi himself that's always just translated and thanking us for everything we've done and our support. And yeah, definitely, I haven't missed the Rising event. Even if I've taken time off the game, I have always gotten on to do the anniversary event. So I'm excited. All right, so that is it. Nothing special. just make sure you read through it. It's a very good event. It's always been a tradition in the game for the last 10 years. So now something that hasn't been a tradition for the last 10 years is the Moogle Treasure Trove. This is actually within the last, 5-6 years they started doing this. But this is the 10-year anniversary one. Also starts at the exact same time and runs for the exact amount of time. This one is basically running content. You get online and you just run all different types of content that have the specific 10-year anniversary symbol near it. And when you run it, you'll get these little tokens, these tombstone tokens, these Moogle ones, which then you can exchange for items. The 4 items that are featured in this specific one is a new hairstyle, a new chocobo saddle, a fat cat parasol, or, umbrella, and the 10-year anniversary picture outlining card thingy-ma-pooper. Yeah, that thing. Again, all of this starts around there, ends around 6.5. As you can see right here, it kind of shows you a little bit what it's going to look like. So, you'll see this 10 next to a dungeon or a trial or a raid or whatever, and it means that you can get tokens. It'll tell you how much tokens you can get from there. Up here, they're already showing you like these 24-man raids, and this story mode dungeon right here will give you 14. So, the Pregatorium, whatever you want to call it. And then you've got these 24-man raids will give you 12. These 24-man raids will give you 10. PvP will give you 6 to 10 as well, depending on the type you're doing. So this is usually the most popular one. I know from a lot of people, they'll spam PvP. So there is that. And then you've got a couple of trials and some dungeons right here, or a trial and some dungeons here that will give you 8. 24-man raids and a trial right here will give you 6. These dungeons give 4. All these dungeons give 3, and so forth. And then you just go find the Moogle in whatever city you want to go to. You can always find them near the main aetheryte. And yeah, so this year we're getting the 10-year anniversary frame kit. I wanted to say farmer for a second, but it's the frame kit. So it'll give you, the base panel, top board, back panel, accent, all that kind of stuff. So it'll give that. You get the fat cat parasol. So you get that. You get the warrior light card, hairstyle, the samurai barding for your chocobo, because it's called the samurai barding. We got a bunch of emotes here. So we've got shiver emote, sweat emote, high five emote, sweep up emote, and guard emote. We've got 4 mounts here. So we got what look like a dragon mount. We've got the big shell mount. We got the Tyrannosaurus mount, and we have the flying head mount. This is actually, I believe, a deep dungeon, or Palace of the Dead is where you got that. Can't remember where we got the big shell one from. This one is from Heaven's Ward, and this one I don't recognize. I wonder, is this the one for what's it called? Those weekly turn-ins. One of those NPCs, I think that's that one. I can't remember. And then there's a couple of songs here that you can get, another hairstyle, a couple of minions, a housing item. Looks like we're getting all the wolf mounts. So if you're missing any of the wolves to unlock the collection mount for getting all the wolves, now's your opportunity. They only cost 30, so they'll be really cheap to get. Couple more songs, more accessories, the toad outfits, a bunch of housing items, What is this? Oh, another ceiling light. So housing items, more cards, more minions, songs, earrings, and stuff like that. So yeah, as you guys can see here, lots of stuff this year, lots of good stuff this year too. So don't miss out on it. If you have an opportunity, you'll have plenty of time. I'm guessing around 6 weeks, something like that. So yeah, but that's it. Pretty straightforward, guys. So I'm going to stop beating around the bush here. Make sure you guys log in, do this event. It's a big deal. You probably won't see some of this in the cash shop. after this at all. Some of it might end up in there eventually, but you might as well get it now while it's free, specifically the 10-year anniversary stuff. A lot of this other stuff is just in-game stuff that you can get in the game, but you kind of have to work for it. So that's what a lot of this stuff is. So yeah, definitely jump on, get this event out of the way, participate. This is a good opportunity. You're going to see a population boom just because of these two events going side by side, because a lot of people are going to come back to the game, or if they're taking a short break, they're going to come back specifically to grab this. You know, a lot of people are going to be logging in to do the event, just to the Rising event, to get that Phoenix. So yeah, anyways guys, I'm gonna let you go here. Thanks for watching as always. I'm excited for the 10-year anniversary event. It's gonna be fun. It'll run all the way up until early to mid-October. 1.6.5 drops, so that's when we'll have all new content. We'll be continuing the first part of the end of the story, moving into 7.0, because that's when that will drop. That'll be part 1, because then there's a part 2 that'll happen a couple of months after that. I believe they said in January or February is when we'll get part 2, and then we'll ride that out until 7.0. So yeah, I'm excited. Anyways, take care guys, peace out, see you guys later, have a good one.